Hi Nitin, this is Jason with InFuel. Hey, I wanted to just thank you for working with me in the past. I'm looking forward to getting to work with you again on this new project. Basically, we're going to be working on the same code that we were before for the RV dealer, but we're going to be doing some different updates for it. So as you're looking at the screen right here, what you see is a inventory management page, which has, you can see with the functionality or the buttons here, so basically a lot of the create, read, update, and delete. So add RV, publish, unpublish, approve. These two you won't need to worry about, but basically feature, unfeature, and delete RVs. There is another functionality here that I'm going to need. That's going to be just update. So just a general update button, but and I'll go into that here in a second. But just as the overview of this page, obviously going to need a search box and then some custom filter fields here, and just to be able to filter the inventory below. So I'll let you know what these filter fields are. It's going to be different than what you see here. But within the inventory editing or the inventory management, one thing that I'm going to want here is just obviously the thumbnail, whether it's available or not. Obviously, if it's checked out by somebody else, your make, model, or just the title, the condition. But one thing that's different is that I'm wanting here to be able to edit the price on this field. So I know this is going to be a form in and of itself. So if the user wants to be able to edit this from 23,000 to 20,000 or 25,000 and edit a whole bunch of their inventory, I want them to be able to do so on this page too. And then, if they edit, 5 of them, I just want an update button right here to just say like update all, so it updates all of them and all of the settings. So yeah, so within that, and then in terms of the flow, I like how this flows. This is on an old code base that we're using for some RV dealers. So when you go into the page, obviously you can edit the the management, edit all of the fields for it, and then you can obviously hit apply, save, or go back. And that's similar to what you were working on before. You were working on the images section. And so basically with this, I like the flow that when you hit save or cancel or whatever, it will actually bring you back to the management screen here, which is great. And so that's what I'm wanting from the flow aspect of it. So, I mean, same thing here with being able to publish, unpublish, or make it as a featured inventory. I like that. But this is what I'm wanting. Currently, this is the way that it looks. And I know you and I have worked on this before. I can't stand the design of it. The customer did that, and I don't like it at all. But within the inventory management, this is just the list page or the list side of the code within the view. So so when the user logs in, if they log in underneath a particular location, so this dealership has 3 different locations with a master user, but if they log in underneath the Cody location and that user, they only have access to editing, as you can see a little edit button to that location. Now, if we're to select Cody and then click on search, it'll just, well, it should go, obviously list all the Cody inventory, but right now I have it with a search engine friendly URL turned off, so it doesn't work, which is fine. But anyway, so a particular user should only be able to edit their own inventory. But right now, this is just the list view. I want to turn this list view and copy the code here so that I can have all of this filter. This is just a filter module, and have all of this filter fields, and this list page, use that same code to be able to create this. So hopefully that makes sense. I can get into the back end as well. this is the menu item itself within the list page. So when you go into the menu item, it's the inventory management and then the list page. Basically, I want to copy this list page code, which is within the component itself. So components, eXp Auto Pro, views, and then the list. And so I want to be able to copy this and make a eXp management folder, and the same with the model and the controller, in order to do what we're doing here. And however it is that we need to modify that, obviously there's going to be a fair amount to be able to modify, because this is a form here compared to on the front end where there's just an action button that goes to the form. Keep in mind, one thing that may be challenging is that, and I don't know where this is, but then is that when the same sort of thing here, when basically filling out all of the form fields, if you click save and finish, this actually brings you, here, bugger, let me go save next. Price, sorry, there we go. Hold on. I'm getting there. If you click save and finish, okay, you do come on. Bargain price. Where's bargain price? Oh, that's amazing. Anyway, so something in there is kind of broken. It should work, or it was working earlier. So sorry about that. But anyway, whenever you hit save, when you get to the edit screen, it brings you back to this screen. And obviously, whenever I hit save on the other inventory, I'm wanting to, on this page, whenever I hit save on the inventory, it actually brings me back to the list page. And so that's what I'm wanting in terms of the flow of it. Obviously, within this one, there's two different sections, which this is fine. If you go into here and edit the images, whenever you click on at the bottom save and finish, I want it to go back to the main list page for the inventory management side. So so with that said, in terms of the code bases, this is just a module here that is just a search Ajax module. It's just a custom search. So basically, we're going to need to modify this module, the search Ajax, so that whenever we go to click the search on it, we are basically, it would be this section right here, that it would just filter this list. And so and all of the fields within this form or this module are what I'm wanting. So there's tons of different different filter fields within it, and I think it may be easier just to copy this module, or at least some of the code for it, to be able to create this list, because there's a fair amount of things I'd like to try to make it easier on filtering. Obviously, there's a search box too, which this has with the keyword. So that should give you an idea of what I'm wanting. There are a couple different user groups that are tied to this as well, and I'll show you that quickly. When you go to inventory management and then go to users, there's actually two different user levels, and they're all in the same user group here. So you have the company level, which is the owner, the ownership of the company itself. And then you have the different locations. So this is 3 different locations within the state of Wyoming in the United States. So basically, the code is set up so that if the Cody location logs in, they only have access to the Kodi inventory. And then whereas the company themselves has access to, and this user would have access to all of them. So when they go to log in, they should be able to see basically all of the inventory on this screen. So on this screen, the user for Kodi would just see the Kodi inventory, whereas the main company owner would see everything. And so hopefully that makes sense. That basically I'm just wanting to create a simpler inventory management form for the users to log in and be able to manage. So anyway, if you have any questions about that at all, definitely just let me know. I will email you the requirements, kind of a detailed list of what I'm wanting as well, but I just wanted to show you as far as just kind of a walkthrough on a video. So anyway, just let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.